Thank you for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. I got an email from a listener named Steve in Washington. And Steve responds to something I said on the air recently. And I think he makes a good point. So I'm going to read you this email, and then we can talk a bit about it. He says, Tom, I've never called or written, but I've been listening to your show on and off for the past few years. Recently, you had a caller that called into you and asked if she was high maintenance. Tom, I was aghast that you went so easy on her. It doesn't matter whether she buys these things for herself or not. Now, I don't know if you remember the call, but a woman called in and said, yes, hello, somebody thinks I'm high maintenance, and I'm really not because I don't demand that he buy all the things for me. I buy them for myself. And I said, well, you appear to be high maintenance. And she said, but I'm not. And I said, well, no, I guess you're not. He says, Tom, I was aghast that you went so easy on her. It doesn't matter whether she buys these things for herself or not. The fact that she buys expensive purses, shoes, clothing, cars, etc., proves that she is the definition of high maintenance. Do you believe for a second that she would be happy on her birthday if she received a small token gift? Hell no! She would demand something that fits her, quote, lifestyle. I am married to a high-maintenance wife, and you owe it to your listeners to let them know that everything that caller said is a warning sign that she will be the epitome of a high-maintenance girlfriend or wife to some poor bastard down the road. Steve. Well, Steve, people always say, Tom, have you ever changed your mind about something? Has a listener ever gotten you to change your mind about something? And people always say it never happens. Well, I'm going to tell you, Steve's right. That any chick who is buying herself expensive purses, shoes, cars, handbags, or clothing, whatever, is high maintenance, even if she buys it for herself. Because if she ever hooks up with a guy or gets married or whatever, she will expect to continue to buy these things for herself. So what will end up happening will be a relationship where the guy works and pays the mortgage, the light bill, the cable TV bill, all the unsexy bills, the water bill, the satellite TV bill, the credit card bill, whatever. And if the high-maintenance caller is working, her money will be considered mad money, and she will use all of her money for all of her personal possessions that she needs to buy for herself. She will not be putting money 50-50 into the mortgage or into the electric bill or into the gas bill or into the water bill. She will not be paying 50-50 for repairs to cars, repairs around the house. She won't be doing that. Her money will be hers, and his money will be theirs, as the old joke goes. So Steve has changed my mind on this particular issue. If a woman is spending money on designer outfits, gloves, purses, handbags, cars, whatever, as a single person, indeed, even if she's buying them for herself, she's high maintenance, because down the line, she's not going to give away any of the funds into keeping up a home. She's going to keep them to herself. Do you agree with me on this?
1-800-5800-TOM.
One thing I can recommend for any of our listeners getting married, take a good long look at your balls. Because if the woman has her way, you'll never see them again.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. Mary, hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Mary.
How are you?
Do you care, Mary?
Of course I do. You know what? I do care because you have taught me so much about my husband.
Really?
And I love you for it. I really do.
Thank you.
I think you're great. I'm here because I am a high-maintenance woman, but I'm not so high-maintenance that my husband has to step in and buy me these things. He appreciates.
Well, he does that indirectly, though.
Yeah, but you know what? I help pay the bills. I pay half of everything.
You pay half of all the bills.
I do.
So you pay half the rent or the mortgage payment.
Yes, I do.
You pay half the cable TV bill, half the electric bill.
Everything.
Really? How much do you make?
We both make around the same amount. And, you know, it's a partnership.
I see. And what do you do, spend everything that's left over?
Pretty much. He lets me, but we also save as well.
No, you save out of his bank account, but not out of his paycheck, but not out of yours.
No, he saves out of his bank account. I save out of my own.
And what, do you put it in your own account? Do you have like a prenup or something?
No, we don't have a prenup.
But you have your own account, and you save money in your own account.
Yes, I do.
And do you invest it? What do you do with your money?
I put it in my 401k plan, and I have stock options at my job.
Yeah, but that's retirement money. I'm talking about money you would use before you retire. Money that you would save and invest.
He allows me to spend whatever I want that I have left.
But why do you want to spend it all? I don't understand.
After everything is
because
paid.
you know that he will do the saving and investing for you, and that's the bottom line. He is buying this stuff for you. He's doing it indirectly. Somebody has to do the saving and investing, and it happens to be him, not you.
Yeah, but I don't take from him to get what I need.
There, but you do, because here's the deal. He's saving that money up for a rainy day. Let's say you lose your job. Let's say he loses his job, whatever. When the rainy day comes, who's paying for it? Not you.
But I have resources that I can get my own money out of if I have to.
No, like what? You mean your 401k? You can't cash that in. That's not intended to be spent before you retire.
Yeah, you're right.
And you have to pay a huge penalty to take that money out.
Yeah, maybe I need you to thank me a little bit on this one, huh?
Well, I'm trying to help you here, dear.
And it's helping a lot because what you're saying helps, you know.
You're not supposed to ever take that money out until you retire. That money is not there in case of emergency. That money is for your retirement.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to save money other than your 401k, and you don't. You leave it up to your husband.
I do.
So he is paying for you.
Yeah, but we both take care of everything.
You don't, because saving for a rainy day is his job and not yours.
That's right.
Well, then you're not paying half of everything.
You're right. Then I need to step in and start doing that, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Well, you know, I can take that with a serious note there, you know. I appreciate that.
I mean, you will not truly be paying for everything until you pay for half of the emergency fund that you need to have put away in case you lose your job, in case you get injured or sick or whatever.
Yeah, but that money is also, too, that, you know, some money that we got from selling our home and buying a new home.
Whatever. That money should be put away. What are you doing? What kind of crap do you spend it on? Shoes, handbags.
You know what? I don't spend money on handbags.
What do you spend money on?
Just my appearance, just, you know. I work in a high-level office, so it's. I have a lot of visibility. I work for a huge company.
What do you spend your money on? You didn't answer that question.
Nothing really when you think about it. But
junk that you end up throwing away or giving away, or it sits on a shelf somewhere.
He's able to save the money because I pay for extra.
You pay for extra what?
I pay for the groceries.
You pay 100% for the groceries?
I do.
So how much is it, $50 a week?
Oh, no.
How many kids do you have?
We don't have kids.
How much do you spend on groceries?
I pay about $500 a month.
$500 a month?
About there, yeah.
Well, all right, $500 a month is about $125 a week. And half of 125 is not 50, it's 62.50. So I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, I could see you're right. You're right about that. It's still not enough.
Dear, you need to help him save for an emergency. If you don't, he is paying for the crap you buy. Every time you walk past the store window, go, isn't that cute? And then you go in and buy it?
No,
Well, what is it that you're buying?
Well, it's good because I put a lot of it away, too. It's not like...
What do you buy? You're not answering... there must be a good reason you're not answering this question. What do you buy in a given week with your money? Other than groceries.
Hair products, food. I go out with the girls to eat lunch once in a while. I like to, you know, I have little hobbies that I do.
Like what?
You know, just little things around the house. Like I buy all those stuff, the decorative stuff for the house.
Oh, crap, knickknacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's time to stop, isn't it?
Yeah, dear. It's time to stop. It's time to put that money away.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome. She won't do it, but she knows I'm right. Eileen on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Tom?
Okay, Eileen.
I just want to say, once high maintenance, always high maintenance. My mom is exactly what you're talking about right now. She just bought a $500 pair of shoes a year ago and will not wear them because they're out of style now.
There we go.
She wants to throw them away and get new ones.
Uh-huh.
She wants to, last year she bought $500 pair of shoes, I'm not kidding, from Nordstrom. And now she wants to throw them away because they're not in style anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just bought her Beamer. She's working up to get a Porsche Boxster, and she bought this brand new house. And it's like stuff that we don't really need, she buys all the time.
Uh-huh.
So it's ridiculous. So it's like once you're high maintenance, that's it. Don't even get with a person like that. We're from two different worlds. Like, she'll yell at me if I want to go to a simple, like, Mervyn's and get like a cheap dollar, shirt, and she gets mad at me like, why don't you buy this thing? It's from Tommy Hilfiger, blah blah blah. And it's annoying.
And are your mom and dad together?
No.
Of course they're not. What man would allow this? And is she getting vagina money or anything?
You know what? I really don't know.
Where'd she get her money from?
She's in real estate, so she makes the money from selling her houses. But it's like when it's times like to pay bills and like it gets short on cash and she doesn't have that much money, she'll ask me to like loan her a couple $100, and it's like, well, why did you just spend your $500 shoes on? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
She'll go to Coach to buy her handbags, and like one handbag I think she spent like $230 on,
right.
And it's small. It's really small.
Yes. And it doesn't match anything.
It doesn't.
I've been to Coach. I've seen what they have.
They have those crazy colors. It's like, what would you match it with? It just, I don't know. It's ridiculous to me, to be honest with you. So
yeah. Don't lend her any money. Just she has to know the consequences of spending too much.
She calls me ungrateful because I won't loan her a couple of $100. But I'm like, you need to learn for yourself.
That's right.
So yeah.
Someone has to teach her, because I guarantee you, when she starts getting old and she needs money to go to the doctor and she needs money, who do you think she's going to call?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Can you blow me out Kobe style?
Of course I can, Eileen. Here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Bill on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Dad.
Son.
I've been so bad, you should smack me and send me to my room without supper.
I just might.
I need it. Yeah, I hooked up with this girl. Be a real looker. That's all she's got going for her. But I was paying her bills, the cell phone bills, remodeled the house, shoes. She'd tell me what shoes, and, I'd have to get her a few pair of them. Well, she recently asked me to take care of her credit card debt.
How much is that?
It's $50,000.
Uh-huh. And?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not doing that for dang sure. And
not even a little bit?
No, not at all. Because
you know what that credit card debt is?
Yeah, it's her old boyfriend's taking them out to dinner and whatnot.
That's right, or going on vacation with the girls to Cabo to get laid for the weekend, or buying shoes, handbags, purses, and expensive clothing to attract a sucker.
Yes.
And other guys saw her wearing these clothes before you ever did.
You know it. I'm with you. And I'm not going to be a fool and pay that one.
You shouldn't be paying for anything. Why are you doing this?
Well...
I mean, you've essentially hired a hooker.
Basically, yeah.
And you know what? You could hire a professional.
And they smile all the time.
They smile, and then they don't bother you at night. They don't talk all the time. They don't call you all the time. They don't make demands all the time.
You're 100% correct.
You might as well hire a professional and pay the price for that.
Yeah, that's about the way I'm going. But
that's what you've done.
I'm lucky enough to have a few extra pennies in my pocket because I've lived by her rules. I don't have any ex-wives and no kids. And I'm 38, and I do whatever I want.
But you're not doing everything you want, because that money could have been spent on you, or it could have been put away in your own mutual funds, your own real estate.
You're right.
That money could have been put away to protect you, or so you could retire young. You're going to have to work years more than you planned just to pay for this.
Yes, I realize that.
You have to think about it that way.
I didn't throw all that big money at her, but you're right. I've been going too far. The regular restaurants ain't good enough for her. She's got to have the pass.
Yes.
You're right. I'm just calling to tell you.
Well, stop doing it.
Of my ways.
I love you to death, Bill. Stop doing this.
I'm with you, Dad.
Tell her it starts immediately.
Oh, it already did.
She will leave.
See ya.
And then she'll find some other sucker and try to get him to pay the bill.
Yeah, with the clothes I bought her.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Blow me up.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Kim on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Kim.
What's up?
Just the ratings, dear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of a situation where it's kind of the tables are turned and I'm 27 and the guy that I'm with is 27 and he still lives at home and he's just about to move out for the first time.
Uh-huh.
So where I've been paying for things to support myself for many years.
Why don't you have any money?
Why? Because I don't have a real high-paying job. I have a degree, but it's not in a field where you make a lot of money.
What is your degree in?
It's in criminal justice.
Uh-huh.
I work in social services. So.
Why didn't you think ahead about doing something lucrative?
Well, yeah, and my plan, is to go back to school. So now it's at that point where...
Why are you planning to do it? Why aren't you doing it?
No, well, I am right now.
You're in school now?
Yeah, I'm taking prereqs to go back to a master's program.
And what are you going to tell? What are you going to major now in? English? Poetry? What are you going to major in?
I don't know. So it's social work, yeah.
Social work. You're not hearing me. Why aren't you studying to do something lucrative?
Well, it'll be fine once I get to that point.
Social work is not a lucrative profession.
No, but it's...
Check in to see if people are on welfare legitimately and whether or not they're dressing their kids properly is not a high-paying job.
Yeah.
Why aren't you studying for a degree that will allow you to live in your own apartment and pay your own bill?
I'm doing that right now, and I am going to study for that.
For what?
I'm applying to law programs as well, so there.
Are you going to go to law school, or are you...
If I can, if I get in, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But that's becoming, my concern is,
And why are you 27 and still, not knowing what you want to be when you grow up?
No, I know exactly what I want to be.
What do you want to be?
Well, I know what I want to work with those populations, yeah.
What population?
Juvenile...
You can't make any money on that.
No, but, well...
So you will never have money.
Well, what do you suggest, Tom?
I suggest you do something lucrative, and not that. Sounds to me like you've got no motivation.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM, Wendy on the Tom Leykis Show.
Yes, this is Wendy, Tom, and I'm a high-maintenance person and proud of it. My comment is that I think that there are certain people in the world who are beautiful and high-maintenance who are looking for other beautiful, high-maintenance men who can afford them.
I think most of you don't even care if the men are beautiful, just have large bank accounts.
No, I make my own money, have a six-figure job, senior professional.
Right, but you have no plans of splitting. You have no plans of splitting the expenses with a man. Your plan is you would move in with a man. He'd pay all the basic expenses, and you would continue to spend money on hair care products, cosmetics, belts, shoes, purses, and handbags.
I do that and share in the expenses as well. I'm actually married and have been for 15 years, and we do share in the expenses.
You share them equally?
Yes, and sometimes, for some part of the time, I actually paid more.
Really?
And still remained high maintenance.
I see. Now, instead of wasting this money on stuff that will generally be thrown out, given away, or put on a shelf, why not save that money and invest it?
Well, I do invest quite a bit as well, but I see nothing wrong with the pleasures of life that make you happy and spending those things on that.
Well, for me, first you have to take care of any emergencies and contingencies in the future. And most people think that having $10,000 in the bank is enough, or $5,000. I don't see a lot of people investing a lot of money.
Well, you know what? I just happen to be one of those that's different. Every now and then you will get one caller.
Every now and then. Every now and then. I'd love to look at your financial reports. I really would. Lisa on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Lisa.
I was a true high-maintenance person, just like the woman that you talked about that started this whole thing out.
Uh-huh.
I am educated. I had a six-figure income. I bought whatever I wanted for myself. And I met the man of my dreams and married him, and he also had a six-figure income. So together we did really well. And I up and decided one day, I don't want to do what I'm doing anymore. I want to go back to school. Well, what a rude awakening. We suddenly went from that double income down to a single income, and I could no longer afford to be high maintenance the way I had become accustomed to. And I too used to say, I'm not really high maintenance because I buy everything for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely any woman that's saying that is fooling herself.
That just means you're getting the money indirectly instead of directly.
That's absolutely true.
A lot of women say, I do it all on my own. But then you ask them, who pays the electric bill? My husband. Who pays the mortgage? My husband. Who pays the gas bill? My husband.
Absolutely. And I can tell you that after this whole thing came about, I basically have now had to completely re-engineer my mind and be able to think about things from a standpoint where it's not fair to my husband to go out and buy, $550 purse or, the shoes and everything that I used to spend my money on, which was basically nothing. And it was so unfair to him that it almost wrecked my marriage because he's just a giving guy, and he didn't really want to ever say, you know what, Lisa, you can't have that. Right. So after anybody that's going to sit out there and say, I'm not really high maintenance because I'm doing it for myself, they're kidding themselves. They truly are, and they've got a rude awakening coming to them unless they marry very well.
You are right about that, Lisa. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Leon on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's happening, buddy?
How much, Leon?
Got a question for you, Chief.
Yes.
My wife's a stay-at-home mom, and we had to cut back on some expenses. And do you think that I should give her an allowance, being that she doesn't work?
That you should give her an allowance for what exactly?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. She stays home with my kid all day, and, she just constantly,
Are all her needs taken care of?
100%.
Well, then, you know what? My attitude is you're working.
Yeah.
And you should be making decisions about how discretionary spending is taking place, not her.
Yeah.
If she's not short on anything, she has what she needs, your kid has what he needs, then what does she need an allowance for?
Yeah, that's what I've been asking myself.
Well, that's my attitude about it.
And another thing is, she's been trying to force me to get her name put on my checking account. We have separate checking accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
if you would have asked me, I would have said you should have had a prenup. You're laughing.
Yeah, I know.
But you should have.
And, yeah. That's true.
Then what you do is you have two checking accounts. Your checking account and the joint checking account.
That's what we do now, but she's like, well, if I'm going out to the store, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, I give you money all the time. It's just, I'm just wondering what you think a sufficient amount would be if I should give her anything.
Well, you know what I did when I was married? Here's what I did. I have the software called Quicken.
Okay.
And all the major credit cards, American Express, Discover, Visa, MasterCard, you can download those transactions.
Okay.
In fact, you can download them the day after they happen. So what I did was I gave my ex a credit card, and then every day, I'd be like, could you come down here a second? What is $159 at Macy's? What did you buy?
Yeah.
Every day.
I do have.
And keeps the spending in check, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I did give her a credit card with just a $300 limit on it because there's nothing I can really see that she needs to spend $300 on.
Well, but this is what you do. You then, if you get this software and you start downloading all of the transactions and you let her know you're watching every single day what she's spending.
Okay.
She will only spend what she has to.
That's true.
The time they spend the money that they don't have to spend is when they think you're not looking.
Yep.
You have to let her know you're looking every day.
You are the master.
I'm the master. I'm the bastard, baby.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
God, talking to you is like talking to Mickey Mantle. This is the best, Tom.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. Ashley, hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement?
Kind of both.
Oh. How do I answer that question? Hello?
Hi.
What's the answer to that? Hello, question mark. Hello?
Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me?
What?
I said, can you hear me?
Could you yell a little louder, please?
Can you hear me?
You're not yelling. I need you to yell.
Can you hear me?
That's a yell? You need to yell louder.
That's a yell. Can you hear me?
Come on, yell at the top of your lungs.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. That girl that called in saying she spent $500 a month on groceries?
Yes.
That's why she can't save money.
Well, that's true. When's the last time she clipped the goddamn Koopa?
Yeah, my husband and I mean, $50 a month to feed us both for a month. $50.
What are you eating? Rice-a-roni?
No, that's meat, canned vegetables, everything.
Where are you getting this? Down at the USDA surplus? Where are you getting this?
Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. Well, maybe I think she lived in L.A. I don't think she has a Walmart supercenter near her.
Yeah, but there's options like dollar stores and stuff. I mean.
Yeah, the 99-cent only store.
Yeah, I mean you can get 3 cans of
open 9 days a week, 9 till 9.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you, what's the best way for me and my husband to save money? Because, I've been looking into IRAs and stuff, and, 1 month he'll pay the bills, and the next month I'll pay the bills.
Uh-huh.
And that doesn't seem to be working on saving money.
How much money do the two of you make?
We make a little bit over $3,000.
A year?
A month.
A month.
Yeah.
So together you make $36,000 a year? Is that take-home pay, or is that gross?
That's take-home.
You take home $3,000 a month.
Roughly, yeah.
How much are your expenses?
A little over $1,600, maybe.
So you've got $1,400 left over?
Yes.
Well, I certainly would recommend an IRA to you.
Really?
I would. You can now put, you both work?
Yes, we do.
You don't even have to both work. You can both put $3,000 a year in an IRA.
Really?
Yes, you can. And that $3,000 gets subtracted from, when you do your taxes at the end of the year, it gets subtracted from your gross income at the end of the year.
Oh.
So, if, let's say the two of you make $50,000 gross, and you each put $3,000 in an IRA, well, you'll subtract $6,000 from $50,000, and you'll be taxed on $44,000.
That would be really nice.
Yes, you'll save some money on taxes, and you'll be putting some money away. But remember, this is money you can't touch until you're 60 years old.
That's what I was hoping to do, because I'm not eligible for retirement through my job yet.
Right. So you remember, when you put this money away, this is not money you can take out in case of emergency. This money is staying in there for the next 40 years.
So, and we need to save money so we'll have a rainy day, because after,
Well, then you need to do more than an IRA. You also need to put some money away. I would start in a savings account.
Okay.
And then when you have a certain amount put away, I would consider a mutual fund.
All right. What's the best amount to have in a savings account to be safe?
Well, they generally say you need 6 months of necessities.
6 months of necessities?
Yeah, so if you're spending, what, did you say $1,400 a month?
Closer to $1,600.
$1,600 a month. All right.
Yeah.
So you need about $10,000 put away.
Oh.
That's in case you lose your job. That's in case you get sick and you're not covered. Yeah, that's 6 months times, it would be $9,600.
Okay.
But, you don't have to have it overnight, but you need to start putting that money away.
Because, right now we got, 1,000.
Okay. But
he used to have a lot more than that.
Well, then you have something to shoot for.
Okay.
You sound like you're willing to do it.
Yeah, we need to have a good future for ourselves.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking ahead and not wasting that money on handbags and shoes.
No.
Good for you.
There's other options besides...
Most guys I know just want to see you naked anyway. You don't have to be wearing any handbags or expensive shoes.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Ashley, thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Al on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yes, Tom, how you doing?
Okay, Al.
I got a problem. I got a wife, 4 kids, and basically what I do is work.
I'm sure you do. Al, you're 24?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Why do you have 4 kids at 24?
Well, she already had 2
All right.
when we got together.
Okay.
And then we had 2 more.
Yes.
And she hasn't worked since we've been together. And basically what I do is work, cash my check, and give it to her.
I'll bet you do. 4 kids.
What's your idea on that?
Well, put it this way. If it were me, and it's just me, I mean, is it worth it to you to have all of these responsibilities at 24?
Not really, no. No, it's not.
Are you sorry you did it?
Yep.
Yeah. You didn't think ahead?
I wasn't thinking, Tom.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
I know. I meet a lot of guys like you, Al. The reason I tell your story on the air like this, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but I'm hoping the next guy who thinks about doing that will hear the sound of your voice. You sound like a beaten dog, Al.
That's what I am.
Uh-huh.
And nowhere to go. That's the bad part about it.
Well, you know what? Did you adopt the other 2 kids?
No, I didn't. No,
so you're only responsible for 2 if things don't work out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, don't let her talk you into that.
Uh-huh.
Because then you'll really be nailed if things don't work out. And you know what? If all you do is work all day and then hand over your paycheck, there's always the possibility things won't work out.
That's what I'm thinking.
Does she complain that you're out of the house too much? You work too much?
Yeah, when I'm
Or
trying
she
to work
does.
overtime to get us some extra money.
Right. So there you are. You're trying to do the right thing by your family and work and make money so that you can feed them and clothe them and house them and whatever. And there's your wife not even appreciating what you're doing and telling you that you're doing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
And you instinctively did the right thing. You went out and earned money for your family. And like so many broads out there, she doesn't understand that money doesn't grow on trees, that you need to go out and work if there's going to be money.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to have 4 kids, you know. It's got to be paid for somehow.
Exactly, Tom.
So, my recommendation is, number 1, if you get a chance to make extra money, make it. Number 2, don't adopt those 2 kids. And number 3, keep a real good eye on your marriage and make sure you're getting what you're working for there. Because if you're unhappy, the longer you stay married, the more vagina money you're going to pay at the end.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because in most states the way it works is they'll make you pay, for example, a month of vagina money for every 2 months you're married.
That's not even right.
So I tell guys, cut your losses. If you think you're going to be unhappy, get out now. Because the longer you stay, the more you pay.
Yeah, they're going to hit me with child support then.
Oh, they're going to hit you with that anyway. But remember, you're paying that now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're paying that now. But you know what? You'd be paying child support, but you're not going to be paying for handbags and shoes and cars and all that other stuff.
And trips to Walmart.
Exactly.
All right, Tom. Well, blow me up, Tom.
All right, Al. Here you go.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-866.
You have nice hair?
I do.
How nice is it?
I'm an A, baby.
An A cup?
A team. More than a mouthful is a waste.
Sounds to me like you don't even have a mouth.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Amanda on the Tom Leykis Show. What is with Moreno Valley today? Hello.
Hello. Hi, Tom.
How you doing, Amanda? Moreno Valley. I think we have like a 19 share today.
I don't agree with you about what you said there on your last one about alimony and get out while you can. My dad used to work...
You don't agree with that? Do you think that you don't agree that the longer you stay with someone, the more you'll have to pay?
Well, no. I mean, working all the time for the extra money, it's not worth it. My dad used to work all the time, and I don't even know my dad, and now they're divorced after 25 years.
Well, the point is that when they really made the mistake was having 4 children before age 25.
Well, no, they had 2. I have 4. And I worked for 15 years, and I just had my last baby, and now I stay home. But I enjoy my husband being home.
Well, maybe you do, but you know what? Kids cost money. For some reason, because we love kids so much in this society, we tend to detach the cost factor from the kid themselves. And the fact is, every child costs cold, hard cash that has to be brought in.
Right.
So if you want your husband home with the kids you do have, you shouldn't have so many kids.
I just take away from me. I don't get my hair cut. I don't get my nails done. I wear pants that I've worn for the last 10 years.
So you look like crap, and then it takes away from your husband. You know, it's a vicious cycle, dear. Somebody's paying for that. Our email address, tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.